Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to London. Now, this is live, usual caveat with live video, it'll be very unstable compared to pre-recorded videos. Also today, it's pretty windy, the sound might be a bit bad. There's helicopters overhead, there's quite a few events going on here. I'm going to head down to Trafalgar Square. I'll show you an event, I'll share an event that's on there today with you. The beauty of these live videos is I can share time-sensitive things with you. So if you're in town this weekend, today or tomorrow, you can come and check that event out. It's called West End Live. I'll go and show you it. I'm not going to go in. The queues are massive. I've already been making a film about some other stuff. So yeah, we'll go down there. I'll show you that. I'm going to go via Chinatown. Otherwise, this will be a very short film. Just walking straight through there. Got the Swiss clock here. No, Swiss clock there. Those are Swiss town cantons. Swiss clock there. When it goes off on the hour, I've made films here before in Leicester Square. It really goes off. I never paid attention to it before I made a film about it. It goes on for ages. M&M World there used to be a Swiss, the whole building, now the W Hotel above it used to be a Swiss centre, and the Swiss clock. The Swiss town signs are left over from that. I hope you can hear me with the helicopters, buskers. I say at the start of every live video that the quality won't be as good as pre-recorded, either the stability of the footage, the network coverage, or the sound or anything. I like the concept of live, the idea of live. In the future it's going to be phenomenal. The technology's not quite there but it'll get there. I mean, even I've got an iPhone 5, I could get a better phone, I could get a 4K phone with image stabilisation, but even the network coverage here in London, I've got a 1080p phone, I mean the iPhone 5 is 1080p, the stabilisation is rubbish, but the network won't even allow me to upload 1080p, it's going up at 240, so even if you get the latest phone, there's, you know, there's a few things at play, but it will get better, and when it does, it'll be great. But for now, all I can really use it for is time-sensitive things like this, just to share with you quickly, and behind the scenes. So today I'm out filming other stuff, so this is stuff you wouldn't otherwise get to see. So it has its uses now, even though it's not perfect. Just up here is Chinatown. Yeah, even though I say the same thing at the start of every video, people still because these stay on the internet, people still complain about the quality later. They watch it, but they don't listen to what anyone's saying. So I prefer the good old days of the internet when you had to get an internet service provider, a router and a PC, and then get all three connected. It was kind of like an entrance exam to the internet. Today, you get an iPhone 5, you can give it to a kid with learning difficulties, all they've got to do is press 3 buttons. Safari, Google, YouTube, and then they're here. They're not even allowed to use sharp scissors, and they can get access to this. Key point is, maybe we need an entrance exam to the internet. The smell is phenomenal. It smells like rice noodles. Let's check out the cakes in the Kowloon. Just about make out the cream cakes through the mist. Chinatown. Chinatowns around the world always look a lot more atmospheric at night, but definitely worth checking out if you want some Chinese baked goods. Supermarkets down here are pretty cool as well. Okay, this event I'm going to tell you about it's happening in Trafalgar Square. It's called West End Live. Obviously London is full of theatres and I guess global theatre shows. Many of the shows that are here are some of the best in the world, and they're on stages around the world. Then it's not London hosts the shows, but you can't take all the credit for them. So yeah, some of the best theatre shows in the world. People come to London from all around the UK, from all around the world to watch theatre shows. And today and tomorrow, every June in fact, late in June, they hold an event called West End Live, and you get some of the best shows will take to the stage and do a number, 10 or 15 minutes, and they'll go. I think today it ran from 11 and finishes at 6, so you get back-to-back theatre for 7 hours. Tomorrow it runs from 12 till 5, so 5 hours of back-to-back theatre. So if you're a theatre fan, it's great. It's free to get in. The queues, get here early if you're coming tomorrow. The queues are massive, obviously. And when it fills up, it's one in, one out, which it probably is right now. I got here about 11 o'clock this morning to get some footage. I only needed a very small amount of footage, and for another video, it's just a feature in another video. I'm not making a video all about it. And the queues were already pretty impressive. Check out. Actually, I'll give you a leaving shot of Chinatown. There used to be a pagoda here. They've been redeveloping this end of it. It's going to be Central Cross, it's called, shops and restaurants. This was all little Chinese stores, and there was a pagoda there, and it's all gone in this redevelopment. Big stores, big shops on the other side. Progress, I guess. But yeah, check out Chinatown. That's the shop. They only put the lanterns up for twice a year for Chinese New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival, Mooncake Festival. I think it's only twice a year. It might be more frequently. Let me know if you know. They're the only two occasions I know about. Gen Cafe on the corner, great dumplings in there. Let me show you dumpling manufacturing live. They're great though. Right, if we head down here, we'll head down to Trafalgar Square, and I'll show you this event, West End Live. Yeah, what was I saying about West End Live? Yeah, get here early if you're coming tomorrow. The queues are massive, but because it's free, you're not allowed to bring alcohol. That's another key point. I think they've probably got food and drink for sale in there, probably. I'm guessing. Huge police presence here today. The way things are at the minute here, you get a pat down going for a pee at the moment. Okay, Charing Cross Road. When I was a kid, there was an art school just up there, big art school. It's now Foyle's bookshop, believe it or not. And when that was there, this whole street was bookstores, antique bookstores, and quite a lot of musical instrument stores. That's kind of been condensed up into one street now, Denmark Street. They bulldozed the street above it for Thameslink, much to many people's annoyance. But we head down here, got Leicester Square tube here, we'll come straight down to Trafalgar Square. Another entrance to Leicester Square. I've basically walked in a big circle. across the road. Trafalgar Square's on that side of the road, but from when I was here earlier, you kind of see the event from this side of the street. From that side of the street, it's just queues and queues of people trying to get into the event. There's some grass verges outside the National Gallery where people have found a little viewing point through the crowds, through the boardings, to the screens. They've got big screens up there as well. Okay, there is another entrance to Leicester Square, just there. If I keep saying Leicester Square and Trafalgar Square this frequently, at some point I'm going to mix the two up. But yeah, there's another if we'd have walked straight across Leicester Square Gardens where I started, where they're working on the fountains in the middle at the moment, if we'd have just walked straight across Leicester Square Gardens, around the fountain, we'd have come out of there. Just about make out the gardens through there. Just down here is Trafalgar Square. It's just this gallery that separates the two squares. So, that there. Okay, I can hear screaming, but and I can just about see the stage. But I don't know whether you'll be out here or not. But we should be out here a little bit at the theatre. Probably sounds pretty good on the big stage here. PA system blasting it out across Trafalgar Square. Might even sound better than in some of the little vintage theatres. Some of those theatres are pretty old buildings. Okay, there's entrances either side at the north end of the square here and exits at the bottom. As you can see from the sea of people, check out the sea of people queuing to get in. Probably be able to give you a little glimpse from over the road here. Okay, that is the main stage there. Fountains, main stage, screens. Okay, right, because of all the people and all the phones, the other limitation with this, and all the broadcasting equipment there, this will be terrible. It really whacks out the live broadcast on YouTube. If you surround yourself with people, it just can't happen. And there's a lot of people in there, and probably a lot of broadcasting equipment. But yeah, if you're in town later today, definitely tomorrow. I think it's open till 6 today, and tomorrow until 12 till 5, get in the queue early. Yeah, I see the lineup on their website, West End Live. Yeah, it's basically, I think today is about 35 performances, and tomorrow about 25, all 10-15 minutes long. They'll probably do their best number, most popular number from the show. Right, I'm here. Where am I? Where's here? Charing Cross Station. I'm going to call it a day there. Quick walk around central London. An idea for something to do, and very bad internet connection. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this little trip. So toodles.